Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Youth Academy Championship with Beira-Mar. Thiago Tribullo has just signed his first professional deal yesterday. We're still in August because we might have had the worst start we've ever had in this division, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that's the case. So yeah, it's not fun. Also, 18.25 million. Would you activate that to get Tribullo right here, right now for your team? I want to hear your comments down below. Either way, let's cover the games we've had since we last met. So the first game we had was against Académico de Futsal and away from home in the Allianz Cup, and we went behind in the 30th minute of the game after Pereira scores the opening goal. However, we did get back into this and equalise. Silva gets the ball, finds Amadou, finds Silva again. Silva then fires home, 1-1. We then go and take this team to penalties. And this may take a while. They miss penalties, and that is one of the worst places you'll see from Suso. So we won by 4-3 after their 5th penalty, and quite frankly, we deserved it. The fact we didn't win in normal time is almost insulting, but hey, it happens sometimes. You don't win in normal time when you really should be winning in normal time. The next game we had was against Benfica in the league, and oh my goodness me, Donley scoring the opening goal. Keeper should have done better there, yes, but this is Benfica in the first game of the year, and this might be the worst of a start we've ever had, and admittedly, Donley got very lucky to get that goal going for him. Then we took ourselves and got a third goal scored against us in the first half, and that was annoying to see that sort of goal go in. It really was. And yeah, worst that we could have wished for. 3-0 thumping, and it could have and perhaps even should have been worse. So, it's not funny. It is not funny when that goes against you, but what can you do? Okay, need more than that. We really need more than that. So, if only we weren't so poor, we would have been fine, but we weren't great, and we deserve to lose. The next match, however, we had was against Porto, and we took the lead, ladies and gentlemen. With Biero getting involved, finds Mariah, he places the cross. He finds Boateng, who's got to just get it on target, and he scores, and he does. They do score from a corner, however, and with Biero doesn't do much. Dix does instead, but we then take the lead again. 2-1, Mariah's header, well, free kick is found. Well, no one really, but then Quintinero scores. Yeah, Quintinero's finally getting the goal scoring sheets there, really good stuff. But the only reason they didn't get beaten is because they had a penalty and they scored it. Amadou got himself sent off for a second bookable offence afterwards. Were we lucky to have drawn? Maybe. Were we unlucky not to have won? Maybe. But really, we don't know what's going on at this point, and it's just one of those things where it could have been worse, but it also could have been better. We then took on Vitória de Guimarães and we were 1-0 down inside 10 minutes. Augustoni with the finish. Then Lorenzo Luca scoring a penalty. Yes, he's still in the game, still playing. He's getting old now, but they're 2-0 up, and then it's 3-0 in the 53 minutes. And Ostoni finds, well, I'm just going to say who now. Durami with that finish is never going to be an easy thing to admit and to acknowledge, but we get a goal back with Biel finds Patrocinio. He plays it in the middle, and Bonas scores. Bonas is starting to show that he can be a force in this game, and would you believe it, he scored again, 70 minutes in, and it gave us hope that we could have actually something going through. Why that gets through, I don't know, but Bonas is not going to miss a chance like that. It's just a shame that we lost this game by 3-2 and didn't deserve anything out of this game at all. So, yeah, not ideal that we lost this game. And that's now 2 defeats in the first 3 matches. We've only got 1 point, and it's against Porto. Admittedly, our first 3 games are 3 of the hardest games you'll wish for in the entire season. So, maybe we're unlucky, maybe we're not. The last game we had was against Gil Vicente, and we conceded the penalty thanks to Garay. And yeah, it didn't get much better in the 40th minute of the game. Luis Ricardo plays us in the middle, and that's bad defending because Essina gets the finish and scores. We did, however, get a goal back. Good closing down from Ribeiro, finds Boateng with Ribeiro, Mariah, goal. Really good finish this, and I'm realising now my problem is I'm playing a false line where I should be playing a deep line forward. Doesn't work. Then Luis Ricardo makes it 3-1, and when we had a chance to get into this game to really get an equaliser, they do that. It's what makes this even more annoying is the fact we then score later on afterwards, and Boateng scores. So yeah, it's not great. We went for this formation as well. It worked for goals, just didn't work defensively because they actually was really, really good. And perhaps we're a bit lucky not to have lost by more, but it is what it is. We tried our hardest to get into this, and we didn't do well at all. So 4 games in, we've got 1 point, and we desperately need a win today against Vazim, who I know we can beat. It's just a shame that Vazim are doing well this year, and generally look like a team that could be doing some good things. Now, admittedly, they just beat Santa Clara, and they got a point against Maltimo. Maltimo in the relegation zone. Santa Clara are also really bad this year, and have just won their first game of the season against Formidable of all teams, so why you're losing to that team, I don't know, but Formidable doing that. Benfica look like a team that want to try and chase for the title. We've taken a point off Porto, so maybe I shouldn't be too critical. But again, I just don't know what to make of it. 14 have 2 games in hand on Benfica and are only 4 points behind, so they're looking to try and win their first title in 3 years. Benfica just want to win a second league title in this decade, really, so that's a thing. If we win, we are no longer just goal difference or results between teams away from being in the bottom 3. Yeah, that's a problem. I think that's an issue. I'm also thinking my ideas of tactics. Gonna go in for this formation. A diamond. Yeah. I got a diamond. I've got this. I've also got this. And I'm thinking this is not working. Or I should probably not have the false line, but have a deep line forward. But I've got this idea. I've got this idea. We're gonna go for this idea today because I like to be flexible. I like to be able to say that we got options. And it's a nice situation to be in. Now, this team also go for a 4-3-3. They are tough to beat apparently, but it is what it is. And we are going to try and beat Vazim because we need to win if we are to have a chance at all this season. But the lineup is going to be this. Trapulo starts in goal because he's not been injured and he's just got a new contract, even though he feels the squad is lacking strength up front, which is a bit concerning. Jafino also feels the same way, but he's starting at the right back, so maybe I should just look at it and think, maybe I should get strikers. But no, I can't get strikers because this is a youth-only challenge. Bruno Lasca, as one of the 2 centre-backs, he's also concerned about the lack of depth, which is concerning. Patrocinio also is concerned about it because I don't know why, but as a centre-back, he's playing, which is good. Amadou was now playing in the left-back because he's always playing there. Everyone's concerned about the lack of depth up front. I don't like it. Luis Santos plays at the DM because he is capable of doing it, and he's probably one of the very few players that can play that, actually. Alvarez can actually play there, really, or not, so I could actually drop Alvarez deep if I needed to, which is very promising and very useful to have in my back pocket. Speaking of Alvarez, he's actually playing as Mazzano on the attack, because he used to play there once upon a time, gets into opposition areas, gets forward. Yeah, he's very good at that, and I think we can potentially use him as a battering ram up front. Bonas is playing as a Mazzano on support, though. Now, it says winger, says promising winger. It was promising winger, now it says just winger. But I look at him, he's already got 3 goals this year, 2 in the league from inverted wing. I'm thinking to myself, maybe if I use him as Mazzala, he could be good. It's actually his best role in the centre of the park. So maybe train him to do that. Let's actually do that now while I remember to do this. So let's train him as Mazzala on support because he can play there. And what's his weakness? Let's train his weakness, his strength. Of course it's his strength. It's always his strength. Wibiel's playing further forward because he comes deep to get the ball. He tries to kill the balls often though, and I think, given he's an attacking midfielder and a centre midfielder and doesn't like playing Mazzala, having him play deep further up forward is very good and it's going to be useful. Mariah is still upset and is actually asked to leave now, wants to join bidding team, which is nobody. Hanover's no longer interested. Nobody's interested in him, yet he wants to leave still. He's an idiot. I'm going to try and pin him down for more than just 2 years now because I need to get him for a 5-year deal because he's kind of necessary for my reign of terror going forward. And let's be honest, he's kind of important to any formation that has 2 strikers up front. Boateng also important and has been improving. He's getting better with his finishing. He's now up to 9. I think at one point it was at 7. So he's getting better and better and we just need him to do well. He's even complaining about the lack of depth up front as he even knows one of them. That's a little concerning, isn't it, when you think about it? Sonny Perez is back from injury. He's actually had a few bids. And New York City might want him. So we've had people looking at him to try and sign him. I am not a fan. Our defense this year has been a weakness. It's why I've gone for the DM. Because I think I'm trying to hope that the DM will fix off defensive issues. Given that it's now one of our stronger areas in the pitch, I think. Speaking of defense, Loreo's on the bench as one of 2 defenders on the bench. Because let's be honest, we've got options now. And it's useful to say that's the case. Especially when you got Esteval who can play as a DM. He's a centre-back, but I think he's also DM better because he's not as tall enough to be a defender. So, playing him as a DM would be the good call to do. Fazera can actually play further up front. Now he can play midfielder, but I'll need to change the role for him to do that, and he comes here to get the ball. So again, it's an issue there. Antonio Vaz on the bench can be a Mazzala, can be a winger. Now, he's not amazing, but he needs to be let go at the end of the year, but he's an option that we can use. Antonius can also play in the attacking midfielder role and can play on the wings. This has been an interesting situation to be in when we don't have many wingers on the pitch, but at least we can have the option on the down the line if we needed to do it. So the option's there. Rui Quintana being on the bench as well is useful for that reason because, well, he's an option. Not amazing, but he's an option. Either way, though, that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and win against Vazin because it's one of the teams we need to be beating this year, and if we don't beat them, it's slightly awkward. But either way, let's see if we do today, shall we? You know, I was kind of hoping we'll get more highlights in this. Apparently, we were really good in the beginning of the game, and then they just started to come into it, but there's not really been anything to talk about, and this is one of those very dull games where nothing goes right with you. The first highlight we've seen in this game, and it's really annoying that it's taken so long. I've had to change a few things up to suit the players, and that's their first chance that I've seen. This is concerning that this is the first highlight I've seen in this entire match, and it's of them, and they've scored from the... Oh my god. Why is it that we struggle? I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. I've tried to tinker the formation. I've tried to tinker a lot of things so far on this couple of games, and it's a mistake from the keeper. But this is still really bad. They've now got a free kick. I swear, if we get see, we're gonna get seed again. Oh my god, it's 2-0. At this point, I'm just gonna say it now. We're gonna go down, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's legitimately nothing we can do about this situation. I have tried quite a few ideas so far. Yes, we've had some really bad teams to take on if we're going to try and do well in, but even so, that's a good goal from Bertang, actually. We've gone very attacking and it's time to get a goal immediately, so maybe that's what we need to do. Let's encourage the players as well, try and get more out of this, but the fact we've actually just got a goal back is good. And Tunis ball through, Bertang through, shoots and scores. It's a nice finish, but again, we need to do more than this. Come on. And also, Tribula continues to do this badly. I'm just going to take him off, and Pereira's going to take his place. Yeah, this is not a good start to our season. Legitimately, I think we might be about to go down, and that's a concern. That's an actual concern of mine now. Literally, 2 goals in... All the goals happen within 3 minutes of each other. It's so frustrating when this happens, but... Again, what can you do? I also want to see if we're now starting to look like a problematic side that might be in trouble. We've got Santa Clara next, but I need to do 7 games without a win, by the way, in all competitions. I mean, we've taken Porter twice, Vitor Quimeras twice as well. So I'm not looking at them thinking, the fact we've got 1 point in the first 5 matches is not ideal. Boards, they're only satisfied. We're concerned that the team hasn't won a game yet and things must improve. Oh, this is not good. Boa Vista got 2 games in hand too. We're going to go and see what happens on Sunday because I might be getting sacked. Legitimately might be getting sacked this year because they want me to avoid relegation. Don't see it happening right now. Just saying. Somehow, Boa Vista is still below us. Now, that's not going to last for much longer, let's be honest. We need points very quickly if we're going to do well because we are struggling right now. And we really want to do better. We've thankfully got 29 games left. If we can get 14 wins, we're safe. That's literally the target. 14 wins would be enough. Now, admittedly, last couple of years, I think the 20 points has been enough. Yeah, look at the last couple of years. 30 points has been enough to survive. In the last several years, actually. I said apart from that 1 year. So as long as we get 35 points, yeah, 35 points is the aim to avoid being in the bottom 3, then we're fine. But we need to avoid that, so we need to win 12 games at least then. 12 games, it's got to be the window, what we need to do, and this has not been the best of starts. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy yourselves, hope you guys like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel, it does help me a lot. But anyway, until next time, bye, and well, good night.